Welcome back to another new video. Like, share and subscribe our channel. Today, we have an exciting review for you, the Poco F5 Pro. Xiaomi's Poco phone started off as a flagship killer, but with the F5 Pro, they've ventured into true flagship territory, at least when it comes to pricing. But can the Poco F5 Pro live up to the expectations set by other high-tier phones? Let's find out in our full review. Xiaomi is taking a slightly different approach with this year's Poco F5 Pro. It's not specifically targeted at gamers, and it comes with a price tag closer to flagship territory rather than mid-range. However, one thing you'll notice right away is that the cameras on the F5 Pro are the same as those on the regular Poco F5, despite some rearrangements in the camera bump. So, how does the Pro stand out from its mid-range sibling? Well, there are indeed some notable upgrades here. The F5 Pro boasts a higher-tier chipset, a higher resolution screen, a slightly larger battery, and the convenience of wireless charging. Additionally, the glossy glass design with accent stripes gives the phone a premium feel, although it can be a bit slippery in hand. The F5 Pro also offers ingress protection rated at IP53, just like the regular F5 and other Xiaomi mid-rangers. On the front, the F5 Pro boasts an extra sharp QHD resolution on its 6.67-inch AMOLED display. With a 120Hz refresh rate and Gorilla Glass 5 protection, the display not only delivers sharpness and vivid colors but also supports 12-bit color, Dolby Vision, and HDR10+ video. The display's maximum brightness is ample for comfortable outdoor use, reaching up to 520 nits with a manual slider and over 1000 nits in auto mode. The smooth 120Hz refresh rate can intelligently dial down to 60Hz when idle or during certain content or apps. Unlocking the Poco F5 Pro is a breeze with the under-display fingerprint reader, a step up from the side-mounted one on the vanilla model. However, it's worth noting that the F5 Pro lacks a headphone jack, so you'll need to use an adapter for traditional headphones. On the bright side, it does come with stereo speakers that offer good loudness and decent sound quality, with clean vocals, crisp highs, and a hint of bass. The phone comes with either 256GB or 512GB of onboard storage, but unfortunately, it's not expandable via microSD. One thing that elevates the Poco F5 Pro to a higher tier than the regular F5 is its flagship-grade Snapdragon 888 Plus chipset. It's a modified version of the chipset found in last year's flagships, sacrificing a bit of peak performance for theoretical energy savings with lower clock speeds. However, in benchmarks, the Poco F5 Pro still delivers impressive performance and keeps up with phones running on the original chipset. It's undoubtedly a flagship-worthy performer, although it's worth mentioning that the vanilla Poco F5 with its new Snapdragon 7 Plus Gen 2 chipset comes quite close to matching the Pro's performance. The F5 Pro comes with a sizable 5160 mAh battery, offering decent battery life, although slightly lower than the F5's endurance rating. It supports 67W fast charging, allowing the phone to reach 86% in just half an hour. Additionally, the F5 Pro offers wireless charging, a feature not available on the vanilla model. Running on the Poco F5 Pro is Xiaomi's latest MIUI 14, based on Android 13. Now, let's talk about the cameras. As I mentioned earlier, the cameras on the F5 Pro are the same as those on the regular F5. You'll find a 64-megapixel main camera, an 8-megapixel ultra-wide camera, and a 2-megapixel macro camera. In daylight conditions, the main camera delivers unsurprisingly impressive photo quality, with excellent sharpness, fine detail, dynamic range, and vibrant colors. Portrait mode shots from the main camera exhibit exceptional sharpness, though less than ideal lighting conditions can result in slightly less detailed subjects. The edge detection, however, is competent. In low light, the default output from the main camera tends to be softer, noisier, and lacks vibrancy. But once you enable night mode, the photos improve significantly, offering cleaner images with more detail in shadows and richer colors. Although there's a noticeable level of artificial sharpening, the 4K videos from the main camera are impressive, with great sharpness, detail, and dynamic range. The colors are punchy, lively, and the warmer color temperature adds a unique touch. Electronic stabilization is available in 4K and does a commendable job. The F5 Pro even supports recording in 8K with the main camera, maintaining similar quality to the 4K videos but with slightly crisper details. Now, let's shift our focus to the ultra-wide camera. Unfortunately, the quality here is mid-range and somewhat underwhelming. The photos lack fine detail, appear soft, and suffer from dark shadows and visible noise. As expected, the ultra-wide camera struggles in low light, and while night mode helps improve the images to some extent, they're still not great. When it comes to video recording, the ultra-wide camera maxes out at 1080p and produces soft, low-detail footage with limited dynamic range. The 2-megapixel macro camera on the F5 Pro doesn't offer impressive close-up shots. The level of detail is as expected for its resolution, and the results are mediocre. Finally, the selfies captured by the 16